Hey franchise listeners, it's Madison Morris and I'm here in Chesapeake Energy Arena where the Oklahoma City Thunder just picked up their 6th straight win over the Washington Wizards with a 121-112 final. The Wizards never able to find the lead throughout the game and they pick up their 2nd straight loss while out on the road. Bradley Beal leads the way for the Wizards with 41 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists. John Wall right behind him with 21 points, and Markieff Morris with 20 points of his own. Listen here to see what head coach Scott Brooks and Wizards players had to say about the loss to the Thunder.
Scotty, this morning during the morning shoot around, you emphasized to the guys getting back in transition. Was that one of the reasons why you guys came up short tonight?
Yeah, transition was definitely a problem. A lot of it was fueled by our turnovers. We had a lot of turnovers tonight, I think 23 or 36 points. It's one of the things that they do. Westbrook is as quick as you get. When they do get a turnover, they convert into buckets. And we've got to take care of that. Was one of our things, taking care of the basketball, and we didn't do a good job with that tonight. Give them credit. They were up in pick and rolls, and we didn't do a good job of rolling. But then we did sometimes in the second half. We did a much better job. Started the game, we couldn't find any shots to fall for us, but we still stayed in there and fought back and had a chance to take the lead a couple of times in the late third.
Scott, it's hard to win in this league when your two guards, your leading rebounder.
Yeah, I mean, going into the game, we knew Adams is an offensive rebounder. He goes every time. He just bullies his way down there, and he pushes and he gets rebounds. We knew that, but he had 7 in the first half. I thought we did a better job in the second. I don't even know how many he ended up with, but that's part of it. The turnovers is the culprit tonight. We gave them a lot of points in transition with our turnovers. We were not good with our passes.
As you mentioned a couple times in the second half, you guys were either down by 1, down by 3, and it was a very doable game. Why do you think you couldn't get over the hump? Yeah,
we couldn't make we couldn't make the timely shot, and they did. They did. You give them credit. They made the timely shot. Sometimes that's the way it is. That's a good basketball team. They're playing some good basketball right now. They kind of figured things out. They got a lot of good players in that starting 5. So with that being said, we still have to do a better job of taking care of the basketball and then rebounding the ball.
How difficult is it when a guy like George can switch off and guard your 1, your 2, your 3, and maybe even your 4 if you go small?
Yeah, I mean, you can guard 1 through 5, even when we're big. That's the advantage of a guy like him. He's one of the best in the league at guarding anybody on the floor. That's what makes him, well, not an all-star, but we all know he is. But, yeah, he's the best two-way player in basketball.
Was that about as good as you can get for rest, the way he played tonight, especially during the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best players in the league, and it's going to be like that for the next number of years. Competes, you put them in a position to win. You know, he reads the game. You know, he normally doesn't have to score all the points, but he has the ability to get hot and stay hot.
Scott, you guys are scuffling right now. What needs to happen for you guys to get off of this road trip and come home with a win in Atlanta?
It'd be nice to get a game and get off to a good start. Just a good start offensively. You know, the last couple of games. Last game, 22 points. Tonight, I think 20 points in that first quarter. And we had a low number, I think 15 or 18 against Detroit. So we'd like to get off to a better start, so it doesn't put so much pressure on us to make the next shot. And just tonight's our passes were good. Our passes were simple. We were playing for singles, and we just didn't make layups, and we didn't make open shots in that first quarter.
How tough is it to keep a guy like Steven Adams off the offensive glass?
Yeah, I mean, he's a handful. He's strong. And like I said, he bullies his way down there. We have to be able to sustain it because he's going to get advantages down there. He's strong, he's quick, he's agile, and he has good timing. He has great timing. He's done a great job.
Brad, tough sledding out there, and at least to start. Where did this one go wrong for you guys?
First person game, we said Jesus Christ. It was just offensive rebounds and turnovers. We didn't rebound well. You know, we came in knowing that Steven Adams is the best offensive rebounder in the game. You know, he's strong. You know, you got to give him credit because he's a physical guy. You know, he pushes, uses his body, uses his length, and grabs him, keeps plays alive for him. You know, but he wasn't the only one. You know, you had Melo crash and PG crashing, Russell crashing. So we didn't do a good job of, in that category. And then, another point of emphasis was don't turn the ball over. We had way too many turnovers tonight to even consider winning. And it's crazy because our scout guy said if we don't rebound and we turn the ball over, we're going to lose. And that's exactly what happened.
It has to be a tough night when your two guard is your leading rebounder. Just how difficult is it when you've got to not only score, but you also got to get on the backboards?
I just got to contribute in every way I can. We trust our big men. They're fighting, they're battling down there. But as much as I can, I try to help them out. So they definitely. They know they have a tough task on their hands all the time. So it was important that all five got in there.
How difficult was it to get out of the deficit? It seemed like since the first quarter, shots weren't making, but by the second half, shots were falling, but still couldn't get over the hump.
We came back. So I don't think the deficit was too bad. It was just those offensive rebounds and those turnovers down the stretch hurt us. Because we clawed back into the game, we were moving the ball, pushing in transition, getting stops, getting rebounds. And all of a sudden that kind of died down and stopped. And when that happens, the game just totally flipped in their favor, and momentum changed. So we definitely battled and competed, but it definitely wasn't enough either at the same time.
That situation with Adams, was it intentional from your perspective?
I don't know if it was or not. I just know I got kicked where I shouldn't have been kicked. I'm not going to sit here and say he meant it. I don't know if he did or not. On the replay, it looks like he got pulled, and that's like a natural reaction. But regardless of the fact, I still got kicked.
Is it frustrating, though, that you had to literally politic to the referees to have them at least review it?
Yeah, it was, because that's not something that you joke about or lie about, And granted, even if he didn't mean it, that's still a rule that they implicated. You go review it. So, I have to pretty much, yell and bark at them, to get them to do it, because they're about to just line them up and shoot too. But, it's part of the game. They're not perfect, and we're not perfect either. So that's what it is.
Hard-fought game. You guys, did come back. You scored 41 points, but still, it's a second straight loss. Where's your head at after a game like this?
Because we fought hard and we competed, but it wasn't enough. Myself included. I turned the ball over too much. Could have boxed out a few times and got some more rebounds. And I think my turnovers definitely hurt more than anything because they just got out and got easy layups on them. So it wasn't like it was a turnover and we got our defense set. It was turnovers into layups. So I'm upset. I think everybody's upset and frustrated, but we're still a team. We're still together. We keep our heads high. We got a tough one in Atlanta this weekend.
You almost need that one. There's really no such thing as a must-win, but do you need it just to get that feeling back of winning?
For sure. We needed this one. I think both teams needed it. And their team in the same boat as us. They had an up and down season just like we did. So. This is just two teams, who wanted it the most. And, they came out and competed and made a lot more plays than we did on the stretch. But, we definitely for sure needed this one. And I think it would definitely give us a good confidence boost, a boost that we much will need it because we play them again in a few days. So, we just got to, put this one behind us and move on and be ready for this next one in Atlanta and then face them again next week.
John, just like rebounding and turning the ball over is probably the reasons why you guys came up short tonight. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I totally agree. Wes had a heck of a night. He's a competitor, tough guard. Try to make it tough for him, make tough shots at times. I think we gave him too many fast break points and too many easy layups. But other than that, they killed us on the boards. We had too many turnovers. That was big turnovers in the fourth quarter, but early on in the game, they get them a big lead. We had a great opportunity to fight ourselves back, make it a game, and then it just made the bigger plays because we made simple turnovers and they converted.
When the shots weren't falling in that first quarter, did it kind of remind you of Dallas? And how'd you guys get out of that?
Well, Coach just told you, we got those same looks. I had a couple good looks early on I missed. Like Coach always said, as long as we're taking great shots and we're playing good defense, he's fine with that. The only thing that really hurt us in that first half to get him a 14-point lead was turning the ball over and the offensive rebounds that was keeping him in the game. But other than that, I think we moved the ball very well. We got good looks. Brad had a heck of a night for us. And we just gave ourselves a chance, but we already knew what we couldn't do against the team, especially at home, and we did it.
How important is it to have guys rebounding the basketball, especially your bigs? With Brad being your leading rebounder tonight, it's very hard to win in this league when your guards are the leading rebounders.
It's tough. I think March had a tough task with a guy like Adams. We know what he does. He averaged about 5-6 offensive rebounds the last couple of games, and I think he had 7 tonight. But I mean, Coach told us this before the game. We got to help box out as much as possible. Brad's had a rebounding for us. Other than that, even the other guys came in, get some offensive rebounds, and get those guys the second opportunity and chances that we didn't need to give them already, that they were scoring the ball.
How imperative is this closing out this road trip in Atlanta? How much do you need it right now?
Badly. I think we just need it. I mean, got that game, a couple more before the All-Star break, and we definitely need to win and try to get yourself some type of momentum going into the break, relax, get everybody healthy as much as possible, and then give ourselves one big push to end the season.
That'll do it here from Oklahoma City. Be sure to stay up to date with all Oklahoma City coverage on our social media sites and thefranchiseok.com. And be sure to tune in every Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon to hear Jerry Ramsey and John Hamm break down Thunder basketball and talk about the NBA on 107.7 The Franchise, 107.9 in Tulsa.